Starting out as an Airbnb host can be super exciting, but it's also very easy to overlook some of the important details. After hosting for over 5 years myself and being a superhost, while also helping countless other hosts get started, here are the 10 most common things that new hosts just forget or neglect. So let's get started. Number 1, competitive pricing. Many new hosts just overlook the market research in order to price their listing competitively. Either they're way above the market value and wonder why they can't get any bookings, or they're way below. So before you even list your place on Airbnb, I would make sure to do some research in your area to see if there's any comparables. So if it has the same amount of bedrooms and sleeps amount of people, if it has the same amount of amenities and finishes. Once you have a list of a couple of these comparables, see what they're charging. Does it even make sense for you to list your Airbnb? And would you want to do it for that price? Number 2, complete listing details. Failing to provide descriptions, accurate amenities, and quality of pictures can definitely deter potential guests. I see it way too often. A brand new host on Airbnb puts up some basic pictures and then the description is only a sentence or two. This is a sure way to make sure that you don't get any bookings. So actually take the time, list out in details everything you have with all the amenities and the layout. This is a great way for guests to see what they're actually booking. Also, the more longer in details you add in your description, the more you're gonna hit on the SEO for Airbnb. Therefore, it's gonna push out your listing to new guests to actually book your place. If you haven't started your account for hosting, make sure to use our link and referral code down below. Using the link will put you in direct contact with us, so we could actually help you get your listing started and get your first booking on Airbnb. Trust me, this makes it a whole lot smoother and it definitely helps out the channel. So once again, please use that link down below. Number 3, get professional pictures. I know you might have the latest and greatest iPhone, but trust me, you're gonna wanna make sure you get professional pictures. And honestly, it costs a lot less than what I thought. For my 3-bedroom, 1-bath place, I thought it would be a crazy price, but I only actually got charged $140. And trust me, you're gonna make that money and then some on the back end. So it's definitely worth the time and energy in getting up the pictures for your listing, and Airbnb can actually put you in contact with a professional. If not, there's a whole bunch of other platforms out there that makes it very easy to do so. Pictures are the number one thing that guests look at when they're looking to book a place. And a lot of new hosts looks like they just took a picture with low lights and basically a potato, and the pictures usually look awful. So definitely make sure you get a professional. Number 4, guest communication. Forgetting to respond promptly to inquiries or failing to provide important information can lead to guests having a poor experience. Especially in the beginning, I know there's a lot of moving pieces, so I would highly recommend to respond to guests as soon as possible. Even if you don't have the answer for them, I would tell them, thank you for your question, we're looking into this and we'll get back to you. The guests really do appreciate this, and I've seen in my experience and also being a guest on the other side, if you don't respond or if it's a day or two in between, you could really upset your guests, which then is going to lead to negative reviews, which could potentially have you kicked off the platform. Number 5, the check-in process. Make sure you have clear instructions on how to A, get to your property, and B, how to get inside. Neglecting to plan out a smooth check-in process is basically just a recipe for disaster, and it's setting up your guests for a bad first impression, which can just lead to more hassles down the road with their stay. So I would recommend to have either a friend or family member give them the instructions and see if they have any issues while getting in your place. This is something I forgot to do with my first booking, and I had a bunch of other headaches that popped up. Number 6, clear house rules. Not establishing or communicating clear house rules can lead to misunderstanding with the guests. You want to make sure that there's a clear expectation and understanding before the guests actually arrive. This way it helps to eliminate any issues when they do happen to pop up, and it makes it easier to address, especially if Airbnb is going to step in and help. It's very easy to set house rules. If you guys want to see which ones I personally use, I'll leave a comment down below, which will just take you to our website where you can literally just copy and paste those house rules into your Airbnb listing. Number 7, cleaning standards. Underestimating the importance of cleanliness can lead to negative reviews. The cleanliness is the first thing a guest sees when they step into your Airbnb. How clean is it? If it's going to be dirty or just not fully clean, they're going to leave a negative review for you, which is going to severely harm you getting any future bookings. So for your first couple bookings, I would make sure to go above and beyond how clean you think it is, just to make sure that the guests have a positive experience. Number 8 is regular maintenance. Forgetting to do regular checks and maintain appliances and facilities can lead to more issues during guest stays and also negative reviews. So I would just go around maybe before your first couple of bookings to make sure everything is working. So if you see it from the guest point of view, if say the coffee machine's broke, the oven doesn't work, they're just gonna have a bad experience, and that's gonna lead to a negative review, which once again is gonna harm you in the future with any potential bookings you may or may not get. Number 9, understanding local laws. Not being aware of the local regulations, permits, or taxes related to short-term rentals can lead to legal issues later down the road. So to avoid all that, before you actually list your place on Airbnb, just Google whatever city you're in, then short-term rental license to see if one is required for your area. For example, for us being in Chicago, we have to get one once a year and then also renew it every year. One way to actually work around this, or if you're waiting to get your license in the meantime, is you can still list on Airbnb for up to 32 days or longer. So that's a good way to start updating your listing and get some key reviews. So once you get that license, you can just hit the ground running. Last, we have number 10, and it's automatic messages. These automatic messages help your guests have a better experience, and it gives them key information. I know when I first started out on Airbnb, I didn't really respond to my guests or interact with them unless they had a question for me, which years later I found out that is not a good way to handle your guest interaction, especially with being now in the hospitality business. So there's several key ones that I send, such as a booking confirmation, check-in instructions, check-out instructions, asking for reviews. If you're curious exactly what I say to my guests with the automatic messages, I'll leave a link down below so you can literally just copy and paste them so you can use them for yourself. Plus, the automatic messages help to cut down nearly 80% of the messages and the time I have to respond and send messages to guests. Well, that's it for the top 10 most common things new hosts often forget. Once again, if you use that link down below and sign up for hosting, we could actually walk you through and help you with your listing and help you with your first booking. If this video helped you out, please help us out by smashing that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below what video you would like to see next. Feel free to check out this video right here that has been hand selected for YouTube for you to watch next. We'll see you guys in the next one, and this is the B&B Coach signing off. Peace.